Hello guys, it is that Panic. I'm here again with another video, and today we're looking at this Dark Seal event. And I do want to say a few things. I'm sorry if the editing is a little bit sloppier in this video, as I was actually in a rush to edit this and actually I usually post my videos unlisted, right? And this is basically one, so I just have them, ready. And two, I actually needed to clear out room in my camera roll because I don't have any storage, and currently I'm an island raid, and I'm like fighting, and I'm trying to get that storage. So I'm trying to actually get this video done, and I edited this one a little bit fast. Either way, let's get right into it. So this was it was a Dark Seal versus Fox and ANCS, and I'm not really 100% sure how the whole thing worked with Fox, because apparently ANCS was allied with Fox, but I saw them burning their players and burning Region 8, or sorry, they were allied with Region 8, and it was just weird to me. So I don't know if they were actually allied, or from what I was told, they were maybe burning the bases so we wouldn't get the points. I don't know. Either way, it was a fight with both of them. We did have like a little safe area in our region where they could go and I guess farm stuff. Either way, this is about as typical as you would expect. We get some bases swarmed, and I will say that they were doing better than H&B did last time, because they were kind of doing two-on-one swarms at least, or three-on-one swarms. And I said this in my last video, but obviously it's better if you have like two T6 whales beating down with max capacity marches, aka like the 50%, and that just makes this like really hard to defend against, because you're going to melt way too fast, and that means your trades are just going to get progressively worse at a pretty quick speed. And that's why I try to make sure I pop my shield around like the 30% bar, so like I'm not taking too bad of trades into things. But a lot of people actually would run their base into red, and then you would just see pretty bad trades. Like I think a lot of the base swarms are actually pretty bad trades, because not only were we getting like 2-on-1 swarmed, like I said, we were running it to red, so it was just worse and worse. And yeah, I don't know. This is like kind of the start of the island. You see us burning some ANTS bases. I think we already got past the point where we went into Region 8. We were trying to get some quick points, and then we went into Region 10, and I was actually trying to bait some hits here. It didn't work that well. I don't really have a lot to say about this Dark Seal. I think it was mostly just like a lot of people didn't want to fight because, Island Raid was around the corner. So, we kind of maintained ourselves, but I didn't care. I don't mind losing troops in Dark Seal. I've gotten to the point where I do have tier 6, all 3 tier 6 troops. And in comparison to the past, where I would have to use a majority of my speed ups to actually, work on tech or either healing, right? That wasn't really the case. That isn't the case now, since I do have my tier 6 troops. So that makes it a lot easier for me. Whereas now I can just train a portion of my troops back, and then I can use the rest of my speed ups on actual healing, which is amazing. I got to say that. Also in Boon, micro healing is a lot easier, so I can actually go about doing that instead of using a ton of speed ups. It's just a matter of how much downtime we have during events, like Island Raid, for example. And yeah, I know I'm blabbering, but I know some people like this. And here is another famous example. You see 2 whales here. Like, I really prefer to get swarmed by 1 whale. Not only is it just like my wall goes down a lot slower, I feel like just overall debuffs, damage, all that, it's just way easier to take on a 1 whale swarm, right? That's why I preferred it against HMB, where it was maybe just NV swarming a lot of the time, and occasionally like Whiskey or something pulled up. But now you have, double swarms, and it's just kind of painful. Like, even if you're, only injuries and stuff and you trade slightly negative, I still don't like it. I always like to trade positive, and, maybe that's just a mindset I have, but also they shielded when they got to red, so the trades here shouldn't be too bad, but I think that they still take a few bad trades here, though I think the overall trades were pretty good. You'll see it from these reports. And you'll actually see them get worse as we go down, and that's because people start swarming in later, and you can kind of see it when it shows the squad info. You see the number, and in each of these reports, this is when you initiate a battle. So they initiated this battle, around, let's say, 2.5 million troops. And you kind of see it there. So when you see troops hitting like later in the battle, boom, the reports are obviously more so positive. Well, as long as like the whale is strong, right? Also, let me mention that this will be a two-part thing. I was thinking of doing it all in one video, but not only was that too long, or not too long, I just didn't want to, kind of have to squash all that together. It was actually too long, and, saving it, I don't think I have enough room in my camera roll. A 17-minute video is probably the longest I can stretch this, or, I tried to shorten this video. Obviously you see in a lot of these videos, I speed up the footage a good amount. Like in a lot of my clips, I'll speed it up by 10 because, I try to record stuff and I don't try to overdo stuff because I feel like you guys don't want me just showing you guys a second of a swarm and then popping over to the next clip. You know what I mean? So I try to show the full swarm and just speed it up a ton, which just feels a lot better, a lot smoother, and gives you guys a little bit more juice to drink on. But yeah, you see here, honestly, the best thing that these guys could have done was if they really wanted to milk some kills out of me. I think right when I popped the shield there, they should have started swarming again because I was fresh battle fury and that means I couldn't really shield again. So I'd actually have to run it to red. Obviously, swarming me again would have been painful, and for Envy he probably wouldn't care, but it's still I don't know, it's still better than I guess swarming me without battle fever. Also, I don't know why Luna was taking hits here. This is a T5 player, and I think they started this island with like 5 million T5, and they get to the point where they're popping their shield, and they have a full hospital, but they're just trying to get points and kills. And I'm like, it's not worth it if you're getting, and the thing is, like in Dark Seal or any event, I don't mind getting deads as long as I feel like the value I'm getting out of it is much better in comparison to what I'm putting in, right? Like let's say I'm swarming a base. If I'm like taking 50k damage dealt to me for maybe 500k or even a million damage on the enemy, yeah, that adds up over time, but at least I'm getting really good value out of these trades, and that makes what I'm losing worth it compared to maybe taking a defense where you're trading either even or you're trading completely negative. It's just not smart. And you also see that Luna doesn't even have Peterson, so her walls melts a little bit faster. I mean, that's the case for some people. Like BBQ here, this is a new player. I don't actually know how he has Peterson. I think he maybe came from a region that had just unlocked it. But he does have a lot less troops, and I think his heroes are a bit less developed. So he's in a bit more of a weaker spot. I think Pasca here, pretty beefy guy actually. I was surprised they swarm Pasca. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably saying it all wrong. So let me apologize, guys, if I sound like half dead. I've been fighting, and it's right now day 3. Like I know this it's not day 3. I think it's day 3. It's about to be day 3. But I've been fighting an island raid, and I've got like such little sleep. Well, honestly, I got decent sleep. I'm just kind of exhausted. And you'll see this video much later than Island and stuff. I think after Island probably. But man, I am freaking burnt. I am tired. And I'm ready for this event to end already. We have a few more days left. And we have, dude, it is impressive. I find it so impressive how Boone plays. Like, I don't try to say this as a member. I just think overall the plays that they make are impressive. Nam is a really good leader. Strategize, it's insane. And the plays we're able to freaking make out of it is pretty nice. I had like really low morale going into this event, and I just believed 100% we'd lose. And honestly, I still think the chances of us losing are somewhat high just because we're still overwhelmed number wise. And obviously in troop comparison, when you're taking on a 4v1 like that, it's just we got very little in comparison, right? And the fact that we're able to hold on as well as we are and actually trading really well and being able to make the counterattacks we're making, it's kind of insane. And if you haven't been watching our island, I will have videos I'll probably be posting around the time of this video with it, but it has been insane. And man, I can't say that I can only say that I'm freaking happy to be fighting along these guys in a battle like this. It's freaking awesome. I will say that I want to do some videos. I just need to find time to do it, like some of the best field marches and maybe what else, like Z virus and stuff. So maybe tell me, you guys, what you want to see. I'm also thinking of maybe doing an updated talent tree video because I know, like, some people really need that stuff. And just know I try to be helpful. I try to get these videos done, so hopefully you guys have information. I mean, I think you guys maybe just enjoy these videos, which I do appreciate because, making these videos really does make my day. And it honestly makes Doomsday worth playing because The thing is, I've had a lot of moments in Doomsday, honestly, like toxic and all that stuff, and I don't think I'd be playing at this point if maybe it wasn't for, just the amount of people who like my videos. And it's made this game more fun for me, right? Like knowing that there's this aspect that I have. I don't want to get off track. I just wanted to touch on that. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate you guys, honestly. You guys just make everything pretty amazing for me. Uh, this event was a little more fun than I expected. I always expect the event to be not fun, and I always get left surprised for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm always like so skeptical. I think I need to get better at being such a skeptic. Like even for Island Raid, for example, right? Like I was 100% sure that we'd lose, and to be fair, I think my points are pretty valid about us losing, right? Like but I think I didn't consider many aspects, like maybe how BTW doesn't have mega whales and they can't swarm, which I think I did mention. But I thought either way that they still had a massive number of troops. They would be able to tank our swarms in their towers, and overall we managed to kind of overwhelm them because we just had pretty good planning. And overall, I think like we'd be screwed without having built how we built in like Island Raid and stuff. So overall, I think like I definitely underestimated our alliance, and I really shouldn't, considering how many beasts have recently migrated and such. But yeah, you guys get the point. And honestly, I don't know if I want to talk much this video. I kind of don't have a lot to talk about this video, so I might be leaving you guys to just watch the footage if you want, because I do not have anything to talk about. This was just us fighting. We hit some swarms on a fine. I think Thanos actually solo swarmed someone who was 140 million, or no, it was Star, and then I think he had someone else to help swarm the 140. But Thanos is freaking crazy, right? He actually, I think he did swarm the 140. I think he launched a rally, and then what he did was he kept sending marches to I think it was My Law and Fine, right? And he kept sending marches. They melted super fast, so he kept recalling them, sending new ones, recalling, sending new ones. Dude was crazy. I think he like popped the perk before this event, because I didn't think he'd commit it that long, but he committed the full freaking swarm, and he went ham. Also, I soloed Star and lost 23k freaking T6 because I was looking at my computer and I pulled my march, and I thought the base that was hers or his, I thought the base that I pulled into, like I pulled my march back off this base we were attacking. I thought it was my base, and I was trying to recall it, and I accidentally soloed them, and I looked up at my PC and just never noticed. It was really embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I think we're about to get to the point where we see a swarm. I'm trying to stick around just for that at least, kind of interesting. We ran a few rallies here. I feel bad because I was actually confused here. I think this might have been the original safe zone, that or they just all started porting here, because I had been asking in chat if this was their safe zone, and I wasn't getting no answers, and people just came and started fighting, so I came and started fighting. But it sounded, from what I had heard, it sounded like this might have been their safe area. And they ended up having another area they were ported around, which was considered the safe zone. So I don't know if they just ported in early and this wasn't their safe zone, or if maybe we invaded it. But I think they enjoyed the attacks anyways, like, to be fair. Like, a lot of them were eager to take hits. But I still felt bad because I don't know if I kind of messed it up. And I don't know if I'm actually past the swarms. Actually, no, I think we're about to get to it. Okay, so this was on Starfire. There was like a weak rally right here from Thanos. Like, it didn't have like a lot of troops in it, and he still launched it. Like I was trying to say in chat, we should cancel, but he launched it. He didn't care. I don't think this is the swarm I was talking about though. I think it is gonna be on My Law, like, cause he didn't refresh it that much here, and I think he melted this one pretty fast actually. Or maybe not. I don't know. He just went crazy though. Freaking Thanos is a nut job. Like I didn't expect him to just not care about his troops that much. I think he's pushing 300 mil right now. And I mean, I guess when you have like almost 300 million, you don't care if you lose a bunch of T6, right? Either way, I think I might just cut myself off here. I think I'm just gonna go. And I do appreciate you guys, honestly, as always, for watching. And yeah, that is it. So you guys have a good day or night though. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.